Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media, and we had quite a few big talking points, to be honest, because this was a stacked Raw. One of the best Raws of 2025. So many talking points. Bayley coming back, John Cena against CM Punk being made, and of course, this guy, this moment where we got introduced to Ron Killings. So we've got a little 13-second clip that WWE posted a few hours ago after R-Truth Ron Killings did his segment. So let's see what he said.
R-Truth, I'm driving now, and I'm Ron Killings. Put some respect on my name.
There we go. I'm driving now. Ron Killings. So cutting off the hair is very much saying goodbye to his old self, that R-Truth character. And what we've got now is Ron Killings. And honestly, I'm here for it. I know a lot of people are going to be sad on the fact that the kind of confused comedy character of R-Truth has gone. I'm sure he'll come back again one day in the future. But this is Ron Killings' kind of final chance, really. This is his last chance, his last run to kind of really make an impact. I mean, the comedy stuff is great, but you're not really making much progress with the comedy stuff. You're just kind of, you know, sticking around, coming in with jokes, people appreciate it, but actually he could really do something as Ron Killings that's going to really add to his legacy. And some people even wondering if he could be the person that gets that belt from John. I don't think he will be, but I think if the crowd are going to really get behind him, you know, if we're going to get We Want Truth chants and things like that, or like next time we see John, the crowd are chanting for R-Truth or Ron Killings or however this goes. I don't know. I mean, the support got him his job back. Can we keep that support? Can we grow that support? If so, where do we go? Where do we end up? I really don't know, but an excellent segment. Metro Boomin has got in touch to say that he really wants to do Ron Killings' new theme. Please let me do the new Ron Killings theme, WWE, I beg. So Metro Boomin is like, just give me the call. Give me the call and I will do his new theme. Which is really, really cool, isn't it? Really cool. Omos said that was powerful. Sean Rossap said Tops right now are on the phone trying to get R-Truth's locks into a trading card. It is true, isn't it? That is like cutting little pieces out and putting it into trading cards. That is what Tops are all about. That's a joke, of course, but I wouldn't put it past them. And Big E said, what an incredible segment. I cannot wait to see what Ron Killings does on this run. So lots of excitement around Ron Killings and R-Truth. And let's just go straight into the Raw folder, shall we? Loads in here. I've not put in stuff that you saw on the show. I've tried to just kind of get either stuff that was on the show and was only on really quick, and so we can kind of go back over it, or stuff like this that wasn't on the show at all. So this is basically Jey talking to the crowd. It goes for 3 minutes. We're not going to watch all 3 minutes, but he's basically just saying, like, Gunther's a real one. Shout out to him, but you were amazing. I'm so sorry that I kind of let you down. I'm so grateful my son's here. So just a few words from Jey.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my youngest son, Jace. I'm so happy I brought him on the road with me this weekend. Y'all seen him a couple times on videos with me. Hey, even though I lost, I'm so glad he was here with me, traveling the road with me. Y'all was turned up.
Y'all was turned up.
everyone can experience what we get to experience back there, like walking through these curtains. I'm very, very blessed, man. I stay humble in front of y'all. I love what I do. I don't ever take this for granted, all right? I love all of y'all. Hey, parents, appreciate y'all's hard work, spending money to bring y'all's loved ones to a show. Kids, hey kids, real talk. Tell your parents you love them, all right? Listen to them. Something simple as picking up after yourself means a lot, all right? You feel me? Y'all heard me say this a couple times, because I got kids. You know what I'm saying? Pick up after yourself, say your prayers, wash your ass when it's bedtime, don't get no attitude, brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Did you brush your teeth this morning? Okay, well, good. Real talk. Love y'all. One time.
And I love his son there. His son's like, what's he going on about? So there we go. He's just kind of going off and sending them home as happy as he can. Obviously, there'll be a lot of disappointed people in the crowd there. They were really hoping that Jey would retain, but it wasn't to be. Bayley said, I'm going to make the man my... Bad word. Kat, shout out to you. Ash, shout out to you, Butterfly Girl. Here's Karrion. Liars, all of them. Stand your ground. I actually don't know what that is in response to. I actually don't know kind of when he tweeted this what he was referring to there. But yeah, liars, all of them. Stand your ground. Larry, shout out to you. Who is going to be the mystery person? And here, WrestleMania wondering if it might be Mr. Iguana. I mean, it is crazy. I knew that he was popular and I knew that he had a big Saturday, but I didn't know it was to the level where we were going to get a Mr. Iguana video package on Raw, or that legitimately he could be the mystery person in this. I got asked during the stream, will it be Mr. Iguana? I was like, no, they won't use AAA talent on Raw. But honestly, then all of a sudden they showed a Mr. Iguana video package and I was like, I was not expecting this. I mean, yeah, it's hard to kind of get a gauge as to how popular and how many tweets there were about him. I don't see that information, but what I do know is there was a buzz. And he really did make waves on Saturday. Maybe it was bigger than I thought. And maybe he could be this mystery person. I mean, I still don't think so. Some are thinking it's going to be the return of Ilya Dragunov. But I don't know. He's got more of a chance than I thought, honestly. It's Kaz81. Shout out to you. Larry, thank you. WWE Shop, look, with some new shirts. Killings Spree is clever. We Want Truth shirts, and Killings is the truth. So brand new R-Truth or Ron R-Truth Killings. I don't know what they're going with. I don't know if it's Ron Killings, Ron R-Truth Killings. I don't think we're using the R-Truth name anymore. But yeah, there we go. Some new merch for Ron Killings. This is another quick little video. Look, LA Knight holds up 3 fingers, but 1 down, 2 to go. So LA Knight dealing with, I believe, Bron Breakker, was it, during that Fatal 4-Way, and basically sending the message, 1 down, 2 to go. So it looks like he is now going into a program with Seth and Bronson. And so it looks like Seth's going to have a little bit of a problem over the summer with LA Knight. So, Little Bert, shout out to you. Quite a few people saying this. Ty Sinister says Alexa Bliss and Candice in the same match. We know who's got history with Candice. Could it be time? So I think that we will get Nikki popping up in this match. I mean, it's hard to see her not when she is so obsessed with Candice at the moment. And I think there'll be a little look, a little glance between herself and Alexa, but I don't know that we get anything really more than that. But yes, Nikki getting involved in this match, I can see that. I can definitely see that. And really, wherever Candice goes, I can see Nikki being there because she is obsessed. I mean, she's been putting out a lot of pictures and tweets and images and things. So, yeah, Alexa being in there, we could get a little bit of a confrontation, a little stare down, a little glance, something. A huge return, just spoiled, said Shockwave. Yeah, disappointing. I agree. Why not have that as a mystery person? And just bring Asuka back that way. I mean, Asuka as a mystery return would have been great. No one would have been down on that. No one would have been disappointed. That would have been great. So I really don't understand this. But I don't know. Perhaps they're thinking that if they announce it, some people might tune in to see what she's going to look like now, you know? Is she going to come back exactly as she was before? Will there be a bit of evolution or change in her character at all? I mean, it would be good to change something, freshen something. I don't know. Probably she won't. Probably she won't. Probably she'll just be back as she was. But imagine if we have tweaked or changed something a little bit. Don't know. Right here, Walt J, shout out to you. Triple H posting this several hours ago. You wanted it tonight, Raw. And a lot of people are like, oh, this looks a bit awkward. Because, of course, R-Truth getting fired would have been a Triple H decision. He wouldn't have had the final decision, but he would have had a big say. Basically, Nick Khan would have said, we need to save some money if we're calling up these NXT people. And, you know, Triple H is going to have had a say in that. So a lot of people looked at this and went, oh, feels a little bit awkward, this picture. But I think also here, Ron Killings is kind of showing that this is not R-Truth. Because he could have been happy and smiley and been R-Truth. But, you know, I think even this picture, he's showing us, I'm not that person anymore. And obviously that was reinforced on Raw. So here's the men's bracket. It's kind of hard to read, but Sammy and Penta and Bron Breakker and Dominic, we had that match. Sammy progressed. On SmackDown, Orton, LA Knight, Aleister Black, and Carmelo Hayes. I mean, LA Knight is probably going to get taken out by Seth, Bronson. So one of these is going to progress to take on Sammy. I mean, it could be Orton, and we could end up with Orton-Sammy, which would be a hell of a match. Over on this side, we got Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Andrade, and Nakamura. Gotta think that's Cody. Then we got Sheamus, Rusev, Big Bronson Reed, and a mystery person. Don't know who this mystery person is. You would think the mystery person would stand a good chance. So I'm going to go mystery person. Maybe LA Knight takes out Bronson. Maybe Rusev and Sheamus get in each other's way. The mystery person advances. Cody, mystery person. I don't think it'll be Mr. Iguana. I'm going to go Elia. So Cody, Elia. Amazing. On this side, Sammy and Randy. Amazing. I'm thinking we stand a chance of it being Sammy versus Cody as the final. Sammy Cody final. I would be down for that. I'd be very much down for that. Because either way, one of them is going to go on to get a title opportunity at SummerSlam. And if it does turn out to be Sammy, that then sets up Sammy versus Gunther. Maze, shout out to you. Look at this. So this was CM Punk. Go suck a beep covered beep in Saudi Arabia, you effing beep. This is what he sent. I think it was The Miz. I can't remember who he sent this to, but this was a good little while ago now, good few years ago now, that he sent this tweet about Saudi Arabia. Kind of like really was down on people going there, and now obviously he's going there. Raw started, and I don't know if you noticed, but John was like, oh, you want to have a shot at the title? Well, not tonight. How about we do it in Saudi Arabia, right? And there was a little smile on his face, a little smirk, because he knows that CM Punk put this tweet out back in the day, and that he knows that CM Punk is not going to be thrilled about going to Saudi Arabia because he has spoken out about it before. But what I like here is Maze has just altered the original tweet so that it doesn't sound as bad. Go suck a chocolate-covered popsicle in Saudi Arabia, you effing nice friend. That is not what the original tweet said. The missing words are words that I just could not bring myself to say. So, kind of really clever, actually, how they did that. They're getting CM Punk to go to Saudi, but in a really cheeky way, they're kind of making him go. If he wants the title match, he's got to go. So it's kind of clever in a way, because it's just a really good get out of jail card for him. Yes, he sent that tweet, but of course he wants a title match, and the only way he's going to get it, the only way he's going to face John Cena before John Cena walks away, is to go to Saudi Arabia. It's clever. It's well booked. Right, 19 more dates left. John Cena posted this, look, 19, posted this image on Instagram. Only 19 dates left. Triple H said we capped off a huge weekend for WWE with a main event, a fire main event on Raw. Respect to main event, truly, Jey Uso. And congratulations to our new World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. Jason Solomon said, I think I see the vision. Gunther is champ again. Sammy wins King of the Ring in Saudi and gets Gunther at SummerSlam. Wins the title. Now, this is the bit I'm struggling with, because as a Sammy fan, I've been waiting for this. So the fact that we could be really close to Sammy winning a world title is just... but Seth Rollins spoils the celebration. It would be the Daniel Bryan story all over again, but with Sammy getting it back at Mania. So Adam says, I absolutely love this. So is that the play? I don't know. I mean, I think we could dare to dream about Sammy winning the King of the Ring. I didn't think I'd be saying that, but I didn't expect him to qualify. And now all of a sudden that Gunther's got the belt, Sammy beat Gunther for the IC title at WrestleMania. This is not crazy. This vision is not crazy. I know it's a vision shared by many of you lot as well. The idea of Seth coming down and ruining the celebration, the only thing I would say is that for me, it wouldn't really ruin anything, because Sammy getting his hands on a world title and even just getting a few fleeting moments with that belt, I mean, that's all I'm looking for. I don't need anything more than that. So to be honest, if Seth cashes in, it doesn't really ruin anything. I don't know if it wouldn't be better if Seth was to cash in during the match, so that Sammy does not even get his hands on the belt at all. I think that would be better, because as a Sammy fan, I would feel really cheated if Sammy didn't even get a moment with a world title. If he actually wins the match, holds the belt up, and even gets like 20 seconds to celebrate and soak it in, that's all I'm really looking for. I'm not really after like a Sami Zayn world title run. I've got no confidence that'll be booked very well at all, right? No confidence whatsoever. So it's not the run I'm after. It's just that moment. It's just that image of Sami holding that belt aloft. So honestly, if I was booking this and I really wanted to ruin this for Sami, I wouldn't have him win and then cash in. I would cash in during the match, make it a triple threat, have Seth win. That way Sami never even gets a moment with the belt. And then maybe goes on to get the rematch at WrestleMania. I could definitely go for that. As long as he gets a world title at some point, you know. So, interesting. Few thoughts to chuck around. But, of course, Gunther winning meant that Jey lost. Elite Rockers said incoming crash out of the... when he does his next podcast, he's going to be livid, right? He's going to be livid. Kylie Ray says, look, Miss Rachel. There is Miss Rachel. It's a Miss Rachel t-shirt. She is, I believe, a YouTuber that does content for very, very young kids. And I'd imagine Becky has had to watch quite a bit of Miss Rachel because very popular with the kids. I think Alexa's kid watched a lot of Miss Rachel as well. So, yeah, I don't watch Miss Rachel, of course, but I'm still aware as to who she is. So there we go. Look, it seems like a lot of people are. Becky Lynch rocking a Miss Rachel shirt. I did see someone calling her Mrs. Rachel, and I don't believe that's correct. So, losers. Yeah, look at this. She did so good taking out Nikki Bella. Liv takes Nikki out with an oblivion, and it seems like this is where we're going for Evolution now. So that line about you're jealous of me because I've got a championship and I've got a man. Savage, mate. That was savage. But yeah, already we're starting to build Evolution. So, yeah, we had a look at Sammy progressing, and we had a look at the bracket. We do have the women's one coming up as well. Obviously, Bayley came back as well. Bayley returned on WWE Raw, went after Becky. So I'm guessing we're going to be doing Bayley versus Becky for the Intercontinental Championship in the near future. Lyra still around, though. Lyra is still in the picture. As well as that, Becky walked past these guys arguing. So it was... I mean, it was very obvious, of course. It wasn't really that hidden in the background. But it is one of those where you might have just missed it. So, yeah, I mean, it feels like the end for this group is coming. I don't know that we're going to get any kind of big explosion, right? It might just be that these two argue and we just separate them. But it would be nice if there was a big turn or something. But, yeah, I mean, these two have been arguing for a long time. Just get it done. Just get it done. And in regards to the women's, so we did that match with Roxanne progressing. We've got Jade versus Michin versus Piper versus Nia. Thinking Jade's going to go through there. So Jade, Roxanne would be my guess. Over on this side, Ivy, Raquel, Stephanie, Asuka. Tricky. I mean, it's hard to not go Stephanie, to be honest. They seem to be really investing in her, but with Asuka being away for so long, they might want to give her something, but I think I would go Stephanie. Charlotte, Alexa, Chelsea, and Candice. I don't think it'll be Candice because of Nikki. Could be Chelsea. Could be Charlotte as well. I'm wondering if Alexa and Charlotte will get in each other's way, because there was some seeds planted, wasn't there, a few weeks ago, where Alexa tried to recruit Charlotte and tried to join forces. Charlotte turned her down. So I wonder if they'll get in each other's way. Nikki then takes out Candice. I wonder if we end up with Chelsea versus Stephanie, Roxanne versus Jade. Don't know. Don't feel confident about that. Just some kind of early thoughts. But Adam saying Queen Roxy is the agenda. And it absolutely could be, because that would wind up Liv quite a bit. I mean, Liv was livid anyway at the fact that she did not win her Fatal 4-Way and Roxanne did. So if Roxanne went on to be Queen, woof. Kian, shout out to you. So per PW Insider, WWE is expected to give Jade Cargill a big push heading into Evolution 2. So maybe that's our queen. Maybe that's our queen. I certainly think she'll get through her qualifier, though. Real John, shout out to you. Another return is expected tonight. So Bayley, yeah, which is not Nikki. This was from before Raw. Another major return is scheduled for next week's show. So there's going to be another major return next week on Raw. So we did get a return. It was Bayley, but another major return next week on Raw. I don't believe that's the Asuka one. Goldberg? Maybe? Goldberg, maybe? I'm not sure. So we'll have to see what's going to go down next week. That coming from Body Slam Net, and they got the top bit right, didn't they? Christopher, shout out to you. There's been a lot of talk over the last week internally within WWE about interest in Mike Santana following his recent appearances. Last week it was noted that Santana had been given high marks by those in WWE, and that interest only rose with his match against Trick Williams. Santana is currently under a deal to the end of 2025. So that coming from PW Insider. His 2 matches that he's had in NXT were fantastic. So good. I am not surprised by this news. I think they will get him as soon as he is available. Right, Jonathan Coachman recently said that a trusted source told him that Vince McMahon is not happy with how WWE is being run right now, and he's open to buying the company back. As for the money, there's a strong chance that Vince could use his close ties with Saudi to make it happen. I don't see this happening. I don't think James does either. So James, shout out to you. I mean, look, if he was to buy it back, it would have to be Saudis, and that is going to bring big problems because Saudi Arabia do not need the money that WWE makes in a year, right? The amount of money WWE makes is just peanuts to Saudi Arabia. They wouldn't even be interested in the money. I mean, they've got trillions and trillions and trillions. They're just, they're not interested. But if you said to them, if you buy WWE, you could hold Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam in Saudi Arabia every year. And that would then mean that people would have to fly over. They would have to travel to your country. And to be honest, once people have gone once, I think they might be like, wow, this is actually amazing. I mean, that WWE experience looks fantastic. I've heard, I mean, like, we've all seen the propaganda. We've all watched those Saudi shows and how amazing it looks, with their water parks and theme parks. And they've spent a lot of money to make Saudi Arabia a real tourist destination. But, yeah, they're just struggling to get people to go. Well, if they bought WWE, then they could have WrestleMania there and they could have Royal Rumble there. I'm not saying this is a good idea. I'm not saying this is something I support. I'm just saying it's something that you could understand the Saudis seeing some value in, right? So I wouldn't say it's impossible, but I don't even think TKO would sell, to be honest. I don't even think they would sell. So, yeah, it's one of those where I don't see it happening. It's not impossible. If it did happen, I don't even think it would be good news for wrestling fans, because we'd all have to be getting over to Saudi Arabia a lot more regular basis, And those Saudi shows, they just don't hit the same, do they? They just don't hit the same. So, yeah, I don't think this would be great, honestly. And plus, Vince would be back as well. And we all know the allegations against Vince. So, I think people are really torn on Vince because he is the guy that created this company, bought it off his dad, absolutely revolutionized it, took it from a regional promotion to an international promotion, and really made it the company that we know and love. So there's a lot of people looking at that, feeling that kind of connection to Vince. But then equally, you can't really get past the allegations and what is alleged to have taken place. And so, I don't know. Just, it's a nothing story, really. But it is interesting that Coachman's saying that a trusted source has told him that Vince isn't happy and that he would be open to buying the company back. So, not loads to it, right? It's not like it's happening, yeah? But look at Truth's face, said Logan's B. Yeah, we covered that in the Raw one. J Omega, shout out to you. So, WWE AAA crossover Worlds Collide became the company's most watched live YouTube broadcast ever. So, WWE's most viewed live broadcast on YouTube was Worlds Collide, apparently. So, interesting. So, thanks to Mr. Iguana, said J Omega. Right, per Corey, LA Knight is expected to feud with Seth Rollins heading into Night of Champions, and we definitely took some progress, took some steps towards that. So a lot of this that we're seeing now was news that came through before Raw, but actually a lot of what we saw on Raw kind of really cemented that. So, Christopher, shout out to you. Okay, so this is Zoey. Little update for Zoey Stark, just showing that injury that she suffered back in May. Right? Heartbreaking. Well, actually, 8 days after that, she would end up going and getting surgery. She was like, I just want to get this over. So she went there and had the surgery. The surgery was meant to take, I believe, 2 hours. Ended up going 3.5. And so you're just getting a glimpse there of her leg. And yeah, what next for Zoey? Tune in Monday, June 16th. So we're going to get an update from Zoey on June 16th. So, yeah, next Monday, we will get an update from her. So, Edward, thank you. Here's Larry, thank you. Here's Konnan saying, I couldn't have asked for a better partner. You are super professional and you help me a lot. I'm very passionate about Lucha and you did our culture proud. Plus, I made a new friend. Thank you. Very, very classy message from Konnan there to Corey Graves, and what a phenomenal job Corey Graves did. He was absolutely fantastic at Worlds Collide. No shade on Konnan. We said this the other day in Unseen. Konnan, not really built for commentary. Very flat in his tone, wasn't really adding enthusiasm, wasn't really getting excited about the action, but he was excellent, of course, with his facts, kind of dropping in facts and knowledge. So, I mean, he was great in that regard, but it meant that Corey really had to carry the bulk of the commentary, certainly when it was like play-by-play and even add in the colour. So, I mean, yeah. Here's Corey, though. Wrestle Night, shout out to you. Corey said, sometimes you run low on passion, but then something like this weekend happens. I only want to do your culture and business proud. Thank you, Konnan, for dropping the important knowledge and being a genuinely first-class human being. He loves this more than any of us will ever understand, and I can't wait until the next one. Thanks to you guys for reminding me that a rough patch isn't the end of the road. Love pro wrestling. Hashtag Worlds Collide. Classy. Just classy. Just a classy guy. Fantastic. Fade said, here's the official CM Punk John Cena graphic for their Undisputed Championship match at Night of Champions. So there we go. We got the poster. It dropped. We do have Fun Phone Case. I don't know what's in Money in the Bank, actually. What have we got in there? Oh, Cody Rhodes hugged The Rock's mom after the show. So not really much in there, but it did just give me an opportunity just to sort of talk about the fact that The Rock's mom was at Money in the Bank, and of course The Rock was not. So it's just worth being aware of, again, in the future. If The Rock's mom is in attendance, it is absolutely no guarantee that The Rock is going to be there. Obviously, the Anoa'i family is a big family. She can be there to support Naomi. She could be there to support Jacob, Solo, the Usos or whoever it might be. So she's not only there for The Rock, of course, but Cody going over and just showing some respect after as well. So Steve, shout out to you, buds. Shout out to you. So we've done that. We've got Fun Phone Case. You remember the other day? It was a Fun Phone Case, wasn't it? So we do have another Fun Phone Case. Yeah. Community, thanks. We've done WWE. We've done those. We've just got Fun and Other and everything. So Nikki Bella has got a new Fearless merch. So it's not just R-Truth that's got some merch, but Nikki Bella has got merch as well. It has now been over a year since Hikaleo's last match. He's big. He's really tall. 6'7", 8". He's really tall. He's the brother of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. We haven't seen them. When they return, I'm thinking they'll be back with Solo, and there could be a new addition. Jacob could have some problems, but I think Hikaleo is going to go to NXT first. But yeah, this 6'7", 6'8" monster. He is the brother, as we said, of Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa. And so he's coming. I'm sure we're going to see him eventually. Keep waiting for him to arrive. It should be at some point this year, but it could be the NXT level. Garza and Berto are going to be at Triple Mania. So they're going to be no advert for that. I mean, honestly, they didn't shout about this at all during Worlds Collide. They shouted about one that's taking place in August, but they didn't shout about this. But Angel and Berto going to be there, as is Nick and Ryan Nemeth. I think Joe Hendry's on that card as well, but I've not seen what the card is yet. Ty Sinister, shout out to you. Yeah, I got tagged in this quite a bit. This dropped yesterday. Just an image of Dominic going to Eddie Guerrero's grave and just leaving the Intercontinental Championship there, showing him that Dominic had won it, had achieved it, and just going by and paying some respects. So, yeah, that's great. He said he was going to do it when he was in the area. I don't know that he did it this weekend. He might have been there before and just posted the picture now. But, yeah, he did actually do it, go and visit, and very cool. Talking of cool, congratulations to Sheamus. Sheamus has now surpassed 1 million YouTube subscribers for his Celtic workout. So, well done. Incredible. Yeah. Something that this channel will never achieve, and that's okay. I've made peace with that. But, yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. It's a nice award, honestly. It looks great. So, congrats to Sheamus. Right, what else we got? We've got fun. Let's do some fun, shall we? Yeah, I didn't quite get this. Sean Ross Sapp says, sigh. Fightful Select reported today, okay? So, once upon a time, Drew McIntyre pitched a Banger Bros vignette for him and Sheamus, where they would parody Bang Bus. And I don't know what Bang Bus is, right? They would pick up the Brawling Brutes during car trouble, and something would result in them being abandoned on the side of the road. The Banger Bros name was not used much further beyond that. And then there's an update, lol. I've since been told it's actually Alpha Academy. They would get kicked off the bus, but Maxine would remain on. So bang, but let's Google search it, shall we? Let's do it just a little Google search. Bang bus. Bang bus. Are you 18? Well, we'll save that for later. Let's pop that in the old bookmarks. Quite distracting, to be honest, but yeah. Okay. Here, look, we've got. Did you hear this? Did you hear this bit where she said Stephanie Verquay? So we've got a little meme here. Is this Impractical Jokers? They're like, right, now say Stephanie Verquay. And she said Stephanie Verquay, right? And then they're falling around laughing. And I need to make sure that I'm getting the right screen here because I've still got the other screen open. Now say Stephanie Verquay. Stephanie Verquay. Very good. Very good. It did catch my ear when she said it like that as well. Right, if you look at the tag, WWE is officially admitting that Chad Gable is El Grande. So up in the tag it says a Chad, I don't know if you can see it there, look, Chad Gable replica lucha head costume. I don't know why they've worded it that way. Chad Gable replica lucha head costume? Who calls a mask a head costume? Jesus. It's a mask. Why can't they use the word mask instead of head costume? Hair versus head costume match. That's what we need. Head costume? Head costume? Dude, it's a mask. What pro wrestling company calls that head costume? I don't understand. It's not even the Chad thing that's shocking me the most. It's the fact they call it head costume. Oh my God. Oh my God. Larry, shout out to you. I mean... Mate. Okay, I'll just do it this way instead. Just quit wrestling. We did this the other day. I can't cope when they get dropped on their heads. And then she's like, I'll do it this way instead. This will be safer. Mate, she's doing more damage to herself than her opponent. All her opponent has done. All her opponent has done is lie there. That's all her opponent has done. And look at the... Mate, she was standing up. She was standing up before she tried to do this move. All she did was lie there. And look at the mess she's got herself in. She's cracked herself in the head twice. Twice. She's done more damage to herself than her opponent did. Mate. Here's Hang 'em High. Ron Mishima, right? And he's like, oh, you're starting with the memes already. Okay, let the memes begin. So there we go. I don't know who Mishima is. It's this boomer here, look. But yeah, people just kind of having a bit of fun with Ron Killings. So Wrestle Night, thank you. Carl, shout out to you. Unfortunately, I got tagged in this, but the original post was deleted, so I didn't know what it was. Thankfully, someone's took a screenshot so we can really understand and appreciate this walk, right? So, Carl, shout out to you. Lola Vice said, crazy weekend. I asked her for a kiss backstage, but she said no. So, sort of implying that Lola had asked Stephanie Vacquet for a kiss backstage, but she said no. Jordan Grace said, you asked the wrong woman. And then realised, oh God, it's a fake page. This was a fake account. This wasn't the real Lola. So Jordan responded to an incorrect fake Lola Vice. Oh God, it's fake. Oh my God, she never even said that. And she actually got a DM. I got tagged in a DM from Lola. The real Lola got in touch with Jordan as a DM and was like, oh, mate, I've just seen you respond to that fake account. I'm crying. Isamar, shout out to you. Well, we know where the briefcase is. So why did she take it out with her? Vibe magazine for the BET Awards. And she took the briefcase out with her? So, fair play. I mean, if you're a champ or something, you take the belt. She's a Money in the Bank holder. She's took the briefcase. Fair play. John, shout out to you. WTF did Liv just post on her story? Dude, I know what this is because I've actually got quite a few on my screen right now, right? So I feel like I'm quite well placed to tell you what that is. Yeah? I know what that is. There's quite a few dancing on this screen over here right now from my earlier search. So Christina said, I've zoomed in so many times. I'm really trying to pass it off for a dog toy, but no, it just looks exactly what everyone else is thinking. And Brendan, and I love how subtle this is. It's a penis! So subtle. Love that. Love that for us. So there we go. Thank you, Liv. Thank you. Live, laugh, love. Look, they loved it as well. Thomas, shout out to you. If Rey Mysterio gets hit by a tsunami or a car, we know what's happened. So there we go. Look, Dom riding with Bronson. Here's Seth getting ready to cash in, but then seeing that Gunther has won. Yeah? Oh, whoop, nope. Turn around, turn around. A lot of people were like, where's Seth? There's your answer. Saw that Gunther won. Turn around, turn around. Whoa, no, thank you. Change of plan. Yeah? Right, I think the only folders that we got to do, Fun Phone, we'll come back to Fun Phone case. Let's do community. So referee Jimmy, shout out to you, getting a follow from Ron Killings, as did Elite Pro Wrestling Forum. So looks like Ron Killings is in a very giving mood, probably because the fans helped bring him back. So I think he is like really out there now, like interacting with the fans. Taker 1990 said, this was my view, slightly zoomed in. So there we go. Taker 1990 was at Raw, and what a Raw to be at. An absolutely fantastic show. Really was. And here's Fun Phone case. Weren't expecting that, was you? Eh? Weren't expecting that. And that's because, look at this, it's actually got the word fun written on it right there. Now, I did ask Kelly as to whether she had added this, and I haven't seen an answer yet. So, in my mind, I think what happened is Stephanie Vacquet actually went out, bought a phone case that had the word fun written on it, just so she could get into this folder, right? And I don't care what evidence comes out after this. No one's going to change my mind of that. To get into the fun phone case is such an honor that I could believe that she has gone out and bought a fun phone case, right? Just to get in to this. So Kelly said, I have the absolute best phone case you have ever seen. If you look real close at the bottom of the phone case, and I know that you might not be able to see it. I can't actually like zoom in, but look at that. There, look. Fun. I think Stephanie's done that. I think Stephanie has done that so that she can get into this folder. Just when you think that you can't love her anymore, you love her a little bit more. So there we go. Kelly, thank you, my friend. And this one as well. Wrestling women's picks. Zelina Vega. There's the case. I think we've seen it before. I actually think we've done this picture before. I'm not sure. But you see what happened is I showed this during our watch along and then I received others. And I was like, well, I'm doing the folder anyway, you know. Again, live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. So, Jay Villa, shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. And there we go. That was Unseen. What a glorious episode. Some are saying the greatest episode we've ever had. Who am I to disagree? So, Uncle Howdy Dreads, Corbin, Jason, Real Wrestling Fan, Larry, All Game 17, Tony, the Elite Pro Wrestling Forum, Ian, Wild Child Billy, Armando, CM Chunk, Edward, Kelly the Wise Lady, Retro Ron 77, Big Bam. Big Bam, did we have a little jump? Shaq Dizel, you almost missed out, Shaq Dizel. Big Bam, Ceno Bites, Prain User Sports, Metal Mama, Brittany, what did she say? Thank goodness for Unseen. Check it out. Brought to you by the Boomer himself. 21, mind you. I am 21. 4 letters, 1 word. Unseen. Yes. Metal Mama, thank you. Although, not the Boomer bit. Bradley, shout out to you. Robin, shout out to you. Steve, shout out to you, buds. MLW Flash, shout out to you. Raymond, shout out to you. And Huddle Talk, shout out to you. Yeah, big thank you for all the support. Sorry this was a bit delayed. It took me ages and ages to go. There's so much stuff that went down. But yeah, I think it was a good episode though. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Obviously we'll be back later with NXT. And of course we'll have another Unseen. But yeah, have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye for now.